What's going on, guys? My name's Theoatrix and welcome to 20 of the most AFK skilling training methods that currently exist in Old School. To keep some variety flowing, these aren't in any specific order, but every one of these is a viable training method that many players use. First up, probably the most AFK hunting training method aside from birdhouse runs, maniacal monkeys. Maniacal monkeys are unlocked at only 60 hunter after Monkey Madness 2. To begin hunting them, you firstly need to mount on a gorilla, and then you can go ahead and set up traps without logs. You lure maniacal monkeys using bananas, and since there's a lot of bones scattered around the area, the bones to bananas spell is so useful here. What makes these so AFK is you can only set up one trap at a time, but each catch gets you 1000 hunter XP, which is comparable to an almost full redwood birdhouse. The next AFK skilling method is the second level of the Motherlode mine, which you can access with at least 72 mining and after paying 100 gold nuggets to prospect a Percy. The difference between the lower and upper level is on the lower level, each time you get a pay dirt, there's a 1 in 3 chance of the ore vein depleting. The upstairs area instead works off a timer, similar to fishing, except the rock times are a lot shorter. As soon as you start mining a vein, there is a 15 to 30 second timer until the rock fully depletes. The second level gives much better XP per hour and is a lot more AFK since there's over 60 available veins in such a small area. The water circuit is also very close to the upstairs area, and banking and getting rid of your pay dirt is a lot faster. Now for an AFK mining training method for very low levels, and all you need for this is Rune Mysteries. The Rune Essence mining spot never moves, which allows you to click once and mine a full inventory of Essence, which takes around 50 seconds at a lower mining level. If you mine 28 Rune Essence, you get 140 XP, and for a bit of comparison, mining tin and copper, you only get 17.5 XP per click on a rock. So if you're going to be AFKing while you do work or play on mobile, you're much better off mining Essence at a low level. Next is a really interesting AFK agility method that only requires you to spam click. So basically it can be done with a wireless mouse while you walk around the house, watch TV, or do something else. At the northern end of the WINTERTODT, there is an agility shortcut that requires 60 agility and gives 18 XP per jump. By setting your camera angle correctly, you can spam click and consistently get 25k to 30k agility XP an hour without having to focus on an agility course. You will need warm clothing as well as food, and I highly recommend doing this method on world 309, the official WINTERTODT world, because you will take less damage overall. Also, if you have a higher fire making level, the WINTERTODT damages you less, so this would work really well for someone with 99 fire making. I'd like to quickly brush over some AFK smithing training methods. Smithing normally at an anvil with bars, it takes 4 ticks per bar, meaning AFKing a full inventory of dart tips would take 1 minute and 5 seconds. And dart tips are also quite profitable in most cases, but always be sure to check the GE prices first. Another smithing method that a lot of people specifically do due to how AFK it is cannonballs. And each steel bar that you use takes 10 game ticks, so that's 6 seconds per bar. An inventory of 27 bars will take 2 minutes and 42 seconds. The XP rates are very slow though. Woodcutting is another very AFK skill, and since the rate of a tree falling down is 1 in 8, chopping a higher level tree is more AFK since you get more XP before the tree will fall down. Redwoods provide the best AFK XP, but for lower levels, maple trees or yew trees give great XP rates. And also maple trees are now available in free-to-play on Corsair Cove as well. Woodcutting SULLISCEP mushrooms is actually the fastest woodcutting XP in the game without tick manipulation. Well, SULLISCEP mushrooms don't work like regular trees. Instead, there's a 1 in 16 chance of them falling down. The difference with the mushrooms though is that you need to move to the next SULLISCEP mushroom in order to keep cutting. And within this area, you'll need a rake to get through as well as food and antidotes since there are monsters nearby. And doing this method, it's possible to get up to 100k woodcutting XP per hour while being sort of AFK. A lot of people use the same mentality as woodcutting with fishing, where fishing the highest level fish is going to be the best for AFKing. Well, fishing monkfish actually gives 10 more XP than a shark, and the catch rate of monkfish is much faster while still being very AFK. Fishing monkfish requires the Swan Song quest, and you can get around 30 to 38k fishing XP per hour. Next, a method available to every player out there, cooking. If you have 28 raw fish or raw food in your inventory, it takes 1 minute and 7 seconds to cook all 28 of them. This makes it really easy and mostly a profitable AFK skilling method, which works really nicely on mobile with the new withdraw all and tapping on ranges. For free-to-play players, the closest range to a bank is Al-Kharid, which is a clickable distance on the map from the bank. For members, the Myths Guild now provides a range right next to a bank, and as does the Inferno Bank. There's a sulfur vent directly next to the bank chest. Creating tars through Herblore allows you to AFK for 46.8 seconds. The amount of XP you get per tar is quite a lot less than that of making potions, but in comparison, the GP per XP is somewhat better with tars in most cases. Guam tar is not all that worth it, but Morentals are very cheap at the moment, and Taramans provide a cheap middle ground while giving over 100k XP an hour. Fairly decent for 46 seconds of AFK. Another training method with a similar AFK time is creating gold jewelry for both profit and XP. Each inventory of 27 gold bars will take 48.6 seconds, and as a free-to-play player, you can get around 40 to 45k XP per hour for making gold amulets, and gold necklaces also give good profits at a lower level. Gold bracelets, on the other hand, are members only and give the most profit, over 120k an hour, while giving around 35k crafting XP an hour. I felt like sneaking Slayer in here since it is a very AFK skill and it doesn't solely contribute to your combat level. Anyway, using a cannon on a Slayer task can allow you to AFK for around 1 minute in a multi-combat area and up to 3 minutes at a time in a single combat area. It's also possible to AFK Slayer while using prayer against aggressive monsters like some in the catacombs. Also, you can attack a whole heap of unaggressive monsters at one time and AFK for a few minutes until you kill them all. Another method that can be done clicking with a wireless mouse is AFK thieving at the Ardoyan Night. However, with the recent coin pouch update, you can only thieve a total of 28 successful pockets before you have to open all of the coin pouches. With no failed pickpockets, so at a really high thieving level, it would only take you 33.6 seconds to get 28 coin pouches, which really ruins the AFK-ness of this method. At a lower level though, since you'll get caught a few times, it takes over a minute to get the full 28 coin pouches, but you do need to keep a small eye on your health. Although prayer is in fact a combat skill, it's more of a Bible, so I think it fits better in this video. Prayer training at the Gilded altar can be done semi-AFK, but the intervals of getting more bones will require some more clicking. With a full inventory of 26 bones, it takes 46.8 seconds to do a full inventory without speeding it up by using it on the altar. Another AFK prayer training method is crushing bones into bone meal at the Ectofuntus. A lot of players would just prefer to use the Mauritania Diary reward and get their free bone meal, but for Ironmen and players trying to save a lot of money, you can AFK for about 1 minute and 20 seconds at a time when you're crushing 13 bones into bone meal. You can then go ahead and buy buckets of slime off the charter ship crew members for only 2 coins each, which is way faster than getting them and filling your own buckets. Next, we have rune crafting on Zaya, and while the rune crafting aspect of this method isn't exactly AFK, the mining element which is needed in the process is pretty AFK. You spend around 2 minutes AFK mining essence with a small gap in between where you need to chisel the essence blocks into fragments. After you have a full inventory, it takes about 30 seconds to go to the soul or blood altar to then create runes and get back to mining. So in total, about 35% of your time is spent running and rune crafting, while 65% of your time is spent AFK mining with some chiseling. That's easily the most AFK rune crafting method in the game. Glass blowing using a pipe and molten glass is another great way to train your crafting AFK. The cost is pretty low when making unpowered orbs or light orbs, and one full inventory of 27 molten glass takes 48.6 seconds, the exact same time as making gold items at a furnace. However, the XP rates are considerably higher than making gold items. With light orbs, you can get up to 125k crafting XP an hour, and with unpowered orbs, around 90k an hour. Another semi-AFK training method that I do a lot when I'm editing videos is making stamina potions. You can make 27 stamina potions in one inventory, since the secondary ingredient, the amylase crystals, are stackable. You should be using super energies 4 for the best XP, and each inventory allows you to AFK for 32.4 seconds. It's not a very long AFK time, but the XP you get is very fast. Next is a smithing method, slightly cheaper than the blast furnace but nowhere near as fast. Smelting gold bars at a furnace with goldsmith gauntlets. You get the gauntlets after the Family Crest quest, and they multiply the amount of XP you get per smelting a gold bar by 2.5 times. Just smelting regularly at a furnace, it's possible to get around 100k smithing XP an hour, while having an AFK interval of 1 minute and 5 seconds. As I said, it is slightly cheaper than the blast furnace, and that's because you don't need to pay the workers, but it is a lot slower. Fletching one full inventory of 27 logs into unstrung bows takes exactly 54.6 seconds, making it an excellent and very commonly used AFK training method. Cutting one log into a bow takes 3 game ticks, and interestingly, cutting 2 logs into a shield will take 7 game ticks. So overall, when you're fletching shields, it takes an extra 0.5 game ticks per log, making it seem more AFK. However, you can only make 13 shields per inventory since you have one space for the knife. And doing the calculations, it allows you to AFK for exactly the amount of time that you can for cutting bows. In terms of XP, you actually get more XP from cutting longbows rather than shields, so for slightly better XP rate, stick to cutting logs into longbows. So that is all 20 of the AFK skilling methods I wanted to show you guys. I've also made a video called 20 AFK combat methods, so if you'd like to learn more about AFK training, then be sure to check out that video. Hope you learned something cool today. If you're new around here or haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe to keep up to date with my old school content. Also, I just launched 2 new products on merch.theoatrix.net, the 99 farming fleece blanket, which starts at $22.50, and the one I'm far more excited about, the Theoatrix sublimated hoodie, which is now $39.99 with free DHL shipping worldwide, so everyone can get free shipping on the new hoodie. The links to both of them are down below if you're interested, but anyways, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.